I don't really watch Anthomnia for certain reasons.
And don't get me wrong, I despise the way Anthomnia sensationalized the situation between his dramatic title, because this shit is serious.
What's up guys, I'm Educator, and in this video we are talking about Anthomnia. Chances are, if you've basically searched up any videos on YouTube about Subnautica or anything related to Subnautica, you know who Anthomnia is. I don't think it's any surprise that almost 90% of everything on YouTube has some form of clickbait in it, but Anthomnia takes it to a whole nother level, and if any of you guys don't even think that he does clickbait, explain this. Explain this. Friggin' Margiri meta with a land popping out of it, bro. What the? He took like 2 3D models, combined them, and I don't know, man. I don't flippin' know. But yeah, there's no argument that he doesn't do clickbait, and I really don't want to waste this whole video just explaining why he does clickbait. I think we can all agree that he clickbaits. You guys might be thinking, hey Vetro, why is clickbaiting so bad, bro? Sometimes you do it, for crying out loud. The issue with Anthomnia's clickbait, or actually, okay, hold up. Let me just pull up his channel right here. Do not enter the Perlin Void. There's a new Leviathan. A new unknown Leviathan terrorized me in Subnautica. The ultimate sea monster is finally finished. Let's go to one of his frozen Leviathan ones. That shouldn't be that hard to find. Subnautica Below Zero. The frozen Leviathan has, I can't read the rest of that. Subnautica Below Zero. A real-life frozen Leviathan breaks free? The issue with this is that obviously, the frozen Leviathan doesn't break out. If any of you guys didn't know that by now, and you guys have never played Subnautica Below Zero, sorry to spoil it for you, but the frozen Leviathan doesn't freaking break out, you freaking pleb. So yeah, when this stuff doesn't happen, people on Discord, on the Subnautica official Discord, will start talking about it. In fact, let's head over to the Subnautica official Discord right now, search up any mention of the frozen Leviathan, and enter. Right here. Why is it so hard to make the frozen Leviathan alive? I don't know. Maybe because it's not flipping rigged. But let's search up Anthomnia now. Ah, here we go. Anthomnia showed that the frozen Leviathan is going to be free in an illusion. I really hope this comes to be. I watched Anthomnia's recent video on it. It doesn't look bad at all. Well, I don't know, but according to Anthomnia, a public version of the mod is coming soon. I think they're talking about the Gargantuan Leviathan here. Not entirely sure. This is probably the best comment, not gonna lie. Plus, I already know about the frozen Leviathan. I watch Anthomnia. Don't believe what Anthomnia says. School desk, probably the best advice you could ever give to someone. Congrats, man. You've saved the Subnautica Discord. Everyone bow down to this young lad right here. See how horrible this Anthomnia thumbnail is, to be honest? Okay. In my opinion, the Anthomnia thumbnails are actually quite good. Again, Anthomnia, if you're watching, please tell me your freaking 3D software. I have DM'd you multiple times, and you have not responded. But yeah, I think my point is proven. It gets all over the Discord. So you guys might be thinking, well, what's wrong with it getting on Discord? It's just Discord messages. People have the free will to speak. So the issue with this is that when they figure out that the frozen Leviathan isn't unfortunately going to break out, like Anthomnia is telling them that it will, they go to the developers, because who else? They're in charge of the game, right? They're the only people really in charge of it. I mean, you could go to the community manager, but nobody does that. So yeah, basically they go and harass the devs because, oh, guess what? The frozen Leviathan isn't breaking out, so. Yeah, and basically, it causes a whole stir. And it's just like, well, but the developers are like, what do we do now, bro? About half of our community is asking for us to make the frozen Leviathan break out. So, what the flip do we do, bro? Surprisingly enough, though, the developers actually stood up. Corey Schrader right here. Not to crush hopes and dreams, but the creature is stone cold dead, and staying that way. And surprisingly enough, pins don't get very well through to the people on the Discord, because there are still plenty of people that believe that the freaking creature is breaking out, even though that it is not rigged. There are no animations for it, and yeah, it's just freaking depressing. So one of my friends, Nate Plays, he is on YouTube and makes some pretty good content. I'll put his link down in the description if any of you guys want to check him out. Anyways, he shared some of his own comments and experience with this on one of IGP's videos. I believe this is IGP's, at least. I don't really know. Raise your hand if you predicted that the giant Leviathan will be released. Plays responds, Game Warrior 13, it won't be. It's not rigged for animations, and there's nothing in the code. 70 likes, surprisingly enough. I guess enough people agreed with him. At Nate Plays, not yet. Then Nate Plays says it won't be. This has been confirmed. At Nate Plays, your opinion is meaningless because you do not have the final say over what happens to a certain game. You are not one of the devs. The only truth we should accept are the words coming from the very creators of the game. You can play your little Sherlock games for clues and evidence, but all of that means nothing if the dev themselves decides otherwise. Don't play God. You're not God. Don't play dev. You aren't one. At Poor, my friend, it would appear that your opinion is meaningless as well. You're right, I'm not a dev. However, I know people who have looked at the game files and saw the Leviathan was not rigged for animation. They actually know the ending. So I believe I know who he's talking about here. I do know someone who has already seen the ending and who has looked into the code and stuff and is aware that there is no rig. There's nothing rigged for the stupid Leviathan, bro. I can't even imagine them trying to animate that thing. I totally didn't see Subnautica use for about a year and totally wasn't extremely involved in the community. But you do you, bro. At Nate Plays, it doesn't change the mere fact that you are not a part of the dev team. At Boru, August 17th, 2020, on the Subnautica Discord server, Corey Schrader, a dev, and you already know what he says, not to crush hopes and dreams, but the creature is stone cold dead, and that's saying that way. And then I think that was the last of it. I'm not entirely sure. Nate Plays didn't post much after that, but yeah, that's freaking that. And one funny thing I really want to share in this video is that Anthomnia made a video about the ending of Subnautica because the ending actually was leaked by the devs. For some reason, there was a way to see it, like, in the files, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but it was just straight up in there in the files, and anybody could basically look at it. And so Anthomnia took hold of this, and he made a whole video based off of this. And so not to make me seem like a snitch or anything, but the video was up for about a solid 3 hours, and I was just like, bro, how has this not been taken down? Because I was sure, I'm just like, bro, there's no way this isn't going to get taken down, like, immediately. Because the devs are literally following him on Twitter, and I'm 90% sure they're subscribed to his YouTube channel as well, so I'm just like, bro, why is he not being taken down? So the video ends up staying out for a full 6 hours, right? And so me being the young lad that I am, it's getting late at night, and I'm just like, bro, by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, this video's going to have over 100,000 views, and everybody's going to know what happens in the endgame. So again, not to make me seem like a snitch, but I contact the community manager letting them know. I'm just like, hey, you are aware that Anthomnia just leaked the endgame, right? And that this is, like, in the files, you guys might want to change something. And so then Danya, I'm not going to leak any DM messages because I'm just not the type of person to do that. She was just like, oh, we were not aware of this at all. Thank you for telling us. And then about, I think, a couple weeks later, Anthomnia ended up having to censor the video, or at least that was when I was, like, told that he had to censor this video, so I went back, and funny enough, basically the whole video was blurred, because that's all I talked about for the stupid 25 minutes of the video's length. And he commented that he was talking with Ted Gill, basically, the president of Unknown Worlds, which is working on the game, which is pretty big to me. And he said that they had an amazing conversation. I like how he really emphasizes amazing, as if that's something to be proud of. I don't really know what he's talking about here. So yeah, this may or may have not been from me. The developers may have just genuinely figured this out on themselves. If it did spark for me, that's pretty freaking surprising, but hey. And on top of all that, he really just milks the living crap out of Subnautica, man. I don't really know what to say at this point. He just takes anything he can and he just milks the crap out of it. There was a Gargantuan Leviathan mod that came out. I believe he made 6 videos on it, maybe more, I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it's pretty freaking stupid, and none of the videos, by the way, all of the videos were 20 minutes, and they literally added nothing new to the game at all. Like, there was literally nothing new to the mod. It's basically just that. And the thing that makes me a lot more depressed is that I genuinely don't think he knows crap, like, downright crap, about Subnautica in his videos. He genuinely opened up one of his videos, I kid you not, saying,
have been so many updates, so many changes, and so much added to the game. There is only one way I can show you what's been done. Welcome to the beautiful world of 4546B in the Arctic section of the planet. I'm sure there are many other sections.
Like, as if I don't know that Subnautica Below Zero takes place in the Arctic zone of 4546B. Like, no dip, dude. I just don't understand this guy. Like, he's a mix between game theory and then just some guy on YouTube doing, like, Subnautica gameplay videos. I really don't understand, man. His videos genuinely make no sense to me. Like, can somebody please, like, decode this guy? He's like a freaking foreign language. Basically, he manipulates the community by getting them to believe something that isn't real in any way, and it just spreads throughout the entire Subnautica community because this guy gets good views, and he's been here since day 1 of Subnautica. more or less at least. And considering these amount of views, that spreads around the community like a freaking wildfire, and the developers may or may not look at this and be like, hey, maybe we should add this. Maybe we should implement this. Basically, Anthomnia's like the freaking kill order, okay? If he says it, it's happening, because that's what's freaking going on, guys. I am really glad that the developers actually stood up to this, and they were just like, yeah, no, we ain't changing this, even though half of the community is literally asking for the Frozen Leviathan to break out. And to be honest, I give them props, because I wouldn't even want to think about how they're gonna animate that thing. Like, actually, sit and just think. How on earth are they gonna, like, animate something that flipping big? Do you know how buggy that's gonna be? Like, it's out of water, too. It's gonna be walking on land, mate. Like, the Gargantuan Leviathan, sure, it's big, but it's underwater. It's like a freaking worm, okay? My point is, it's not breaking out. Go watch Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. IGP is not the best, but whatever. You do you, have fun on YouTube, kids. Goodbye.